Hi friends, this is Alex from Everyday English, and today we are going to do something very interesting. So I got this idea as I was talking to my daughter and my wife, and I just happened to say the words, I wanted to see. I wanted to see. Now, when you say it fast, many phrases in English, when you combine the words and say them fast, it literally sounds like gibberish. Okay, it sounds like it's not even English. So today I'm gonna give you 10 examples of words when combined that when you say fast, it sounds like gibberish. Well, there are probably a million different examples that we could go over, and that's why I want to make this into a series. Just let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Now, the first phrase was the exact phrase I said this morning that I thought to myself, wow, this doesn't even sound like English to somebody that's learning English. This would be very hard to tell what you're saying. And that is, as I said earlier, I wanted to see. I wanted to see. Now, depending on your English, your level of learning in English right now, you may understand this or you may not. I know if I was learning English, this would be very hard for me to know what the other person is saying. So, I wanted to see. I wanted to see. So, the full and clear sentence sounds like this. I wanted to see blank. I wanted to see blank. Now, the way it sounds when you speak fast is I wanted to see. I wanted to see. So, for example, let's say we're at SeaWorld. Do you guys know SeaWorld? Well, let's say I go to the front and I'm with my friend and he asks, why did you sit in the front row? Well, I could say, I wanted to see the show up close. I wanted to see. See, that's so fast. It's almost like it doesn't sound like English, right? I wanted to see the show up close. And I also wanted to get wet. Wow, that's fast, right? I also wanted to get wet. I highly recommend going to SeaWorld if you're ever down here in California. It's a great time with the family, and don't miss the orca show if you go. All right. The next example. Like I said, there could be a million different examples. I am going to. Now, I am going to, when said fast, it sounds like I'm gonna go to. Wow, that's fast, right? I'm gonna go to the store. Here's another example. My friend asked, what are you gonna do this weekend? I said, I am going to relax at home. Now, nobody talks like this in America or in England or in any English-speaking country. Nobody talks like this, right? I am going to whatever, right? I'm gonna relax at home. I'm gonna relax at home. So it kind of rolls off the tongue, right? When you combine them. I'm gonna watch some movies. I'm going to catch up on sleep. I'm very tired. I'm going to catch up on sleep. I'm going to catch up. I'm going to catch up on sleep. Can you guys say that? I'm gonna catch up on sleep. Now, if you can't say it quickly, try to say it very slowly. But don't pronounce each word. Do not say, I am going to. Don't say that. Try saying, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna go to the store. Try to make it try to make it sound almost like one word. Okay? Now, as you guys can tell, this is a little more advanced. So if you're just learning, you should learn the correct way. But if you want to sound very natural, this is the video for you. Now, the next one is very similar. I have to. Now, none of us English speakers say, I have to. We don't pronounce these words. We just say, I have to. I have to go to the store. Same as the previous example, right? I have to go to the store. I have to pick up some groceries. Let's go over an example. My mom called and said, why are you rushing out the door? Like, what's the rush? I have to pick up the kids from soccer practice, right? And I have to stop at the grocery store on the way back. After this. Oh, wow, that's really fast. I have to. Nobody says, I have to go pick up the kids. It's just not natural, right? So practice this with me. Let's say it very slowly. I have to. 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 Get faster and faster. Why don't you try? Give it a go. Give it a go. Sorry, that's another one. Give it a go. Give it a go, guys. I have to. I have to. Try to make it one word. Try to make it sound like one word. I have to. I have to go to the store. I have to pick up the kids. I have to pick up the kids from art class. My daughter's doing an art class. She loves it. I have to go pick her up. All right, next one. I've got to, or I got to. So, of course, it's I got to would change to I gotta. Here's an example. My coworker asked me, can you stay late tonight? I said, sorry, I gotta pick up my dog from the vet. And I gotta get home before traffic gets crazy, right? I have got to. Nobody says, I have got to go home. 100% of people would say, I've got to go home. I gotta go home. Or I've gotta go home. Gotta. Okay, can you say it slow with me? Gotta. I've gotta. Or I gotta. I gotta go home. I gotta go home. Now speed it up. I've gotta go home. Or I gotta go home. Right? I hope you're finding this useful. So the next one is, what are you doing? What are you doing? Now, I could see somebody saying these exact words. What are you doing? But many times it does sound like this. What you doing? That doesn't sound like English, does it? What you doing? Kind of sounds like gibberish, right? What you doing? Here's an example. I was laughing at my phone when my roommate walked in. He asked, "What you doing?" Or he could say, "What you looking at?" Right? Now let's say that slow. What you doing? What you doing? So, what are you doing? What are you doing? Turns into what you doing. Can you say that? Let's try it again, slowly. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Now let's speed it up. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Now remember, you guys can always play this video again, and I highly encourage you to do so. I'm very excited about this new series because we're going to go over many examples. There are so many examples that, I could make many videos on this. All right, next one. Did you eat yet? Did you eat yet? Now, did you eat yet? It sounds completely different when you say it fast. And it sounds like this. Did you eat yet? Did you eat yet? There's a j sound. That's weird. There's no j in that sentence if you say it slow. But it's all about how it sounds when it's said very fast and jumbled together. It does really sound like gibberish. It does not sound like English. Did you eat yet? Did you eat yet? Did you eat yet? This is very common, guys. We say this all the time without even knowing. And sometimes you don't understand us. And this is just the way we talk, guys. English is hard. You have to put the work in. Watch videos like this. And when people talk fast, you'll be able to understand what they're saying. Really cool, guys. I'm so glad I can share this with you. Did you eat yet? 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 Wow, that's so fast. All right, next one. You should have blank. Now, when you say this fast, you shoulda. You shoulda. You should have done it this way, right? You should have done it this way. Again, nobody talks like that. We all talk fast. We all make it sound like one word. Now, here's an example. My friend forgot his wallet at the restaurant. I made fun of him later. You should have checked before we left, right? You should have checked your pockets before we left. Make sure you have your wallet next time. I should have reminded you to check. You see that? I should have. I should have reminded you. you should have checked before we left. Nobody says, you should have checked before we left. We all say, you should have checked. You should have checked. You should have checked before we left, right? Here's a fun one. Let me. Let me. Can you guess what this would sound like if it was done fast? Let's hear it. Let me. Isn't that funny? So fast, when you say it that fast, it sounds like, let me, let me, let me. Let me do that. Let's say my wife is sweeping the floor. I want to help her. Do I talk like that? I want to help her. Let me sweep the floor for you. Isn't that great? I'm so glad you guys are learning this. This is super important. One of the most important things you can learn. Why? Because you can actually understand now what people are saying. I want to help her. Let me sweep that up for you. You see how these are so fast? Let me. I wanna help. Let me sweep for you. You might be thinking to yourself, is this how everybody speaks? Yes. This is how 100% of people speak. It doesn't matter if you're in an office setting. It doesn't matter if you're in a formal setting. It doesn't matter if you're doing a very formal interview. People speak like this. Okay? So just know that this is not optional to learn. You must learn this. If you want to speak and sound like a native, you must learn how to pronounce words naturally. Okay? All right, next one. A lot of. A lot of. What does it sound like? I'll give you 10 seconds. A lot of. If you said a lot of, change to a lotta, then you're right. A lotta. Let's give an example. We were walking through the parking lot after the concert. I said, there's a lot of people out here today. There's a lot of people out here today. Can you say that? A lotta. A lotta. A lot of. Nobody says there's a lot of people here. Everybody would say and sound like this. There's a lot of people here. Lotta. Lotta. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here. Do you understand me? I hope this is so helpful. Here's the last example. This is probably one of the most common ones. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to guess what this would sound like if you say it very fast, as if it were one word. A lot of. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know changes to I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sounds funny, right? All these sound funny when you say them slow. But when you say them fast, it sounds natural. Okay? I don't know changes to I don't know. 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 Here's an example. My friend asked me, why do you think the boss was in a bad mood today? I don't know. I don't know. Let's try that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Can you do that? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'm very glad you stopped by. I think this series is going to be amazing. I think you're going to learn a lot. Do you see how I'm talking, guys? I think you're going to learn. I think you're going to learn a lot. I don't talk like, I think you're going to learn a lot. When I'm speaking just normally, these are just so common that you need to be able to hear these phrases and decipher what people are saying, right? So I'm glad you stopped by. Stay tuned for the next one. I think this is going to be an amazing series. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And remember, practice every day, speak with confidence.